The writing of a speech. Debate speech. Part 1. Format. 格式. Remember, your arguments must be persuasive. You should use reasons and examples to support your argument. 你的論據必須是有說服力的。你應該使用理由和例子來支持你的論點。Counter-argument and refutation is always persuasive. However, do not put counter-arguments and refutation in every paragraph of your speech, as it will be too long and clumsy. 相反的論點和反駁始終是有說服力的，但是不要在你的演講裏每一段落加反論駁斥，因為這樣是太長而笨拙。You have to be very clear and firm about your stance. 你必須非常明確和堅定你的立場。You should mainly use present tense. 主要使用一般現在時。Layout 結構。Salutation 稱謂。Opening paragraph 引段表明立場。Body paragraph 內容正文。Overview 1 Overview 2 Counter-argument plus refutation 反駁。Conclusion 在結論可重申立場，並希望讀者支持自己的論點。Useful phrases for a debate speech. A. Introducing the motion. Honorable Chairperson, teachers, and fellow students. Today we are going to debate the motion. 榮譽主席、老師和同學們，今天我們要辯論的議案。Today, I hope to persuade you to agree that. 我希望能說服你同意。This afternoon, we have the easy task of convincing you that. 我們要說服你是易事。B. Defining the motion. 議題的定義。We need to spend a moment looking at this motion more closely. 我們需要花一點時間看這個議題的。Most people would take this to mean. 大多數人會認為這意味着。C. Allocating the arguments. 分配論據。We have strong 5 arguments to present to you. 我們有5個有力的論據來為大家介紹。I will cover the first 3 and my colleague the other 2. First, then. 我將介紹前3個和我的隊員講另外2個。Our third speaker will explain this in greater detail, and I will leave the evidence for this to the next speaker. D. Presenting your arguments. 展開你的論點。I am sure that you will agree that. I firmly believe that, or I firmly oppose that. Plus a clause, 我強烈相信，或者我強烈反對。For example, I strongly oppose the imposition of income tax. 我強烈反對徵收所得稅。It's obvious that plus clause. For example, it's obvious that indulgence in internet surfing will lead to antisocial behavior. 沉迷上網會導致反社會行為。There is no doubt, or it is undoubtedly true that, plus a clause, for example, it is undoubtedly true that going to bed late will lead to tiredness. 無疑地，晚睡會導致疲勞。Admittedly, conceivably, 誠然，可以想像。For example, it is raining heavily now. Conceivably, Tom will be late. 現在下大雨了，可以想像 Tom 會遲到。I am totally against plus gerund or noun phrase. For example, I am totally against the idea of keeping a dog in a small flat. We do not mean to argue. 我們的意思並不是說。The thing we are most interested is the point of principle. 我們最感興趣的事情是原則的問題。Any fair-minded person must agree. 任何公正的人必須同意。The figures prove this conclusively. 這些數字證明了這一點確鑿。Surely we all agree. So isn't this case exactly the same? Let the facts speak for themselves. 讓事實來說話。Attacking the opposition's arguments. 攻擊反對派的論點。I hope the other side won't use a weak and obvious argument that. 我希望對方不會使用弱而明顯的論點。The last speaker seems to have forgotten that. 最後一個辯論員似乎忘記了。Sadly, I must point out the lack of logic in my opponent's argument. 可悲的是，我必須指出我的對手的論點缺乏邏輯。Finding one or two examples does not prove a point. Of course, there are exceptions and extreme cases. 找到一兩個例子並不能證明這一點。當然，也有例外和極端的情況。Prejudice and appeals to our worst emotions is not argument. 偏見和吸引最壞的情緒不是論點。I am sure we all enjoyed the last speaker's performance, but let's now look at this rationally and stop acting. 我們都最喜歡最後一個發言者的表現，但現在讓我們看看這個理性和停止遊戲。You can only possibly support the motion if you. 你只能有可能支持這項辯題，如果。Reviewing your arguments. 檢視你的論點。Let me review my opponent's argument and show you its weakness. 讓我回顧我的對手的論點，並告訴你他的弱點。In the time that remains, let me remind you of the arguments our side have presented. 在剩下的時間，讓我重溫我們這邊已經提出的論點。Summarizing and conclusion. 總結和結論。So let me sum up. We have presented 3 arguments against this motion. Please follow your hearts and support the motion. 請跟隨你的心，支持議案。Exercise. Read the following language support for writing a debate speech. Decide what functions they are serving and choose the appropriate box for answer by putting an X there. Finish the exercise by yourself and press play again when you want to see the answers. Answers. 1. I don't agree with you because this is showing a disagreement. 2. I'm pretty sure that this is presenting arguments. 3. For example, for instance, let me give an example. This is giving elaboration. 4. Based on, this is giving elaboration. 5. I think your points are not valid because, this is showing disagreement. 6. I don't think that, this is showing disagreement. 7. The last speaker seems to have forgotten. This is making a rebuttal. 8. Your points are interesting, but this is showing disagreement. 9. But what about? This is making a rebuttal. 10. Don't you think it would be better? This is making a rebuttal. I hope you got your answers all right. If you did, good job to you, and I will talk to you next lesson. Bye-bye.